have shorts on.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
And for the record, yes, I am wearing pantaloons. Oh, honey, how'd you know?
I didn't know, baby.
Oh, feels so good.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
How are y'all doing tonight? We went to a store called, what was it?
Which went to several stores. Which one you told?
Oh, with the turkey sandwich.
Oh yeah. So, we were in Houma. I had to get my ice chest from my adopted sister, and I decided to go back to West Wego instead of going to Raceland, go Thibodaux and Vacherie, and by the way of the River Road, which I didn't stay entirely true to that route. Well, anyways, on Highway 20, which goes to Vacherie, in fact, it terminates at Vacherie. There was always this road that veered off of Highway 20, either around Chack Bay or Vacherie, one of the two. I think closer to Vacherie. But it was, I think, Highway 643. Yeah, it was Highway 643. And Highway 643, I had assumed would connect back to the River Road, but it didn't. It kind of did. Highway 644 did connect to the River Road, if I'm getting it right. I could be wrong. But one of those highways dead-ended on the edge of Lake des Allemands at a small fishing village known as Pleasure Bend. Now, I'd only known about Pleasure Bend, that the place existed, years ago. I was forwarding some weather data I'd found back when the Midland Weather Center app was still a thing, and I was showing pictures of where a real bad thunderstorm was. This was 5 years ago, maybe more, or something like that. And someone had commented about Pleasure Bend, so I didn't think much of it. But then I saw the sign, and then I saw dead end, and the road literally dead ended right into Lake des Allemands. There were like houses and stuff. A real nice fishing village, really classy. Well, anyways, on the way back, I was on the road. What?
Nothing.
What's that mean?
Nothing, baby.
Okay, all right. I'll take your word for it. I was on the road between Pleasure Bend and South Vacherie, closer to South Vacherie, and I saw this hole-in-the-wall, off-the-beaten-path supermarket known as Scheck Snyder's. And I always want to check out these small-town grocery stores, these independent grocery stores, and independent hardware stores. That's my two favorite things to shop at when I'm traveling. So I found Scheck Snyder's supermarket. I was like, let's go make some groceries here.
You pick the corn up?
I'm going to do that in a bit.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be refrigerated, but I will anyways.
Okay.
I'm going to have to locate it first. Yeah, we got a couple of ears of corn.
For $3.99? Yeah, $3.99.
Actually, that's a ripoff, but
for 1, 2, 3, 4.
It used to be you could get 4 ears of corn for $1, but if it's that good corn like from where your papa's family is, I'm willing to try it. But anyway, so I got a couple of ears of corn. And some of these prices were a rip-off, but it was worth it. Anyways, so they had some pre-made sandwiches, and they had some Watergate salad, which I'm not a fan of Watergate salad, but I was amazed that they had such a thing. Y'all look up what Watergate salad is. It's weird, but a lot of people like it. I found a pre-made turkey po' boy. It was in one of those plastic clamshell thingies. In the refrigerated section, whatever, multiple refrigerators, but same place where the Watergate salad was. It was the best turkey sandwich, and they called it a po' boy, which I guess it could qualify for that. The best turkey sandwich I had in a long time. I like to eat turkey sandwiches, but this thing,
it was a little spicy. It had a kick to it.
Well, that was one of the things that at least made it so good for me. It had some real Cajun turkey breasts. Whatever mayo they had on there, that was good mayo. And then the lettuce and the tomatoes were fresh and perfect. And then the French bread. Oh, that was some good French bread. They probably baked that right there in the store. I'm not sure. But what I can best compare this supermarket to would be like the Pointe-à-Champs supermarket. It was very similar to that. Same kind of, I don't like to use the word vibe, but same kind of vibe as the Berg supermarket and the Pointe-à-Champs supermarket. But in the river parishes, I think this place was closer to South Vacherie. It wasn't in Pleasure Bend, It's closer to South Vacherie, but like on the, I guess the eastern outskirts of South Vacherie. And we also got some Tide Pods from there. So,
Yeah.
Because the washer and dryer that we're using, the owner of it wants us to use pods. So I got a good deal on some Tide Pods over there. And we got a couple other groceries from there too.
Yeah.
But I had to make mention of that turkey sandwich. Oh, it was so good.
Can you give me some of the snack one, please?
Yeah, baby. Where's that cherry pie we got? It was a Hubig's cherry pie, which I ain't seen a Hubig's cherry pie in years. Let me go get that for us.
And some chips too, please.
All right, yeah, baby. And we got all of that at Sheck Snyder's supermarket. This place,
it's good with the prices.
We can excuse the prices because the food is that good.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks. Hold on.
Y'all have to excuse me looking down at my legs because they're hairy. Let's see. We also went to the Dollar Tree in Elmwood to pick up some stuff. I'll show y'all what I got. We went to Target too to get some things. Eric had got a notebook.
Composition notebook, because that's what I like to use. I can't stand those spiral bound ones. I hate those things with a passion.
And I got this for 39 cents.
No, yours was, maybe after tax, yours was 39 cents.
Can you get my stand, my phone charger,
Yeah.
and headphones?
Yeah. You got that at the Dollar Tree in Elmwood. So I didn't stay on the River Road. I actually crossed at the Veterans Memorial Bridge, also known as the Wallace Gramercy Bridge. I took airline to, is it Hickory or Dickory?
Hickory, then Dickory.
Yeah. And got on Earhart and got to Clearview because I was looking for Dollar Tree. Something else I discovered. It's a Frosty. It's the Frosty brand of soft drinks, but they come in 2 liters and they're sold at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 for 2 liters. And 2 flavors. I discovered the blue raspberry lemonade flavor yesterday. Highly recommended. And today I discovered the cherry lemonade. Highly recommend that one as well. And yes, we need to lose weight. And we are dieting. But today's Sunday and Sundays are pig out. The rest of the week we diet. So anyone who wants to run their mouth, they need to know that.
We were at Target. Like I said, mine was like 30-something cents.
Yours was 35 cents before tax. Mine was 39 cents before tax. Is that mine or yours?
Mine.
All right. And I use composition books for my research that I do related to mostly my radio hobbies. I keep meticulous notes and records on the stuff I find, and it usually serves as a good reference when programming my scanners. So
my composition,
yours is a spiral bound. Mine's
spiral bound.
I don't know where I put mine. Mine's in the living room.
Was 35 cents.
Mine was 39 cents, and it's college ruled.
This was $2.05.
Sweet tea, and I got a limeade
for $2.28. So I came out cheaper.
Yeah, and that limeade had an aftertaste. But
and then to get another charger.
Well, just a charging wire, because it's the only one that's compatible with that box you got.
Yeah, which is right here. It's connected to my phone already. It went from 5% to 45% within a couple, within an hour or so.
Good freaking night. That's pretty good.
And then at the Dollar Tree
In Elmwood.
I got like this stand. These headphones, Oreo headphones.
What you call them?
Oreos.
Oh.
Because they have Oreos on them.
Oh, all right. Are they going to bark at you? I love you, baby.
I love you too. And a book called My Almost Flawless Tokyo Dream Life. I already read the first chapter of it, and it seems good.
Oh.
Which I'm going to probably read in a little bit to y'all. Can you put this back over there? Just
hold on. Fire call. Sounds like St. Charles's ring down. No, it's not. I was fireground. Hold on. It was coming in on Fireground 5, but now it's coming in on Terrytown.
Building 10, apartment 104, so 5520. That's a fire alarm at 3251 Wall Boulevard. Building 10, 10, apartment 1004, across the street between Dead End and Wall Boulevard, zone 5520. Complaint advised, fire alarm gun off, fire alarm 2226.
That's not the apartments our friend Michael lives in, is it?
I don't think so.
Is his apartment complex on Wall Boulevard?
No.
All right. It's on. Oh, I don't want to say. We don't have to say where it is, but it's not on Wall Boulevard, right?
Right.
So it was the first ring down was being broadcast on Fireground 5, which I'm amazed at how organized Jefferson Parish is with their fire departments. How they organize everything. So I heard the ring down come in on Fireground 5. Now a ring down comes in on the Fireground channel, but no voice prompt follows. So I got to set my scanner to the main dispatch channel to hear what the actual message is. So that's what I did. I sent it to dispatch. But Terrytown, when it comes to fire departments, is the 5th fire department district of Jefferson Parish. So the ring down came in on Fireground 5. I just love how organized they are. And I think Lafourche Parish could learn a thing or two from them. Just the way Lafourche Parish has their fire departments organized is an absolute freaking nightmare. I'm good, baby. I'll just save it for later. I'm sorry.
You want the cherry pie?
Later on. I'm stuffed like a piggy.
Well, I'm going to have some.
All right, that's fine. Just save me some. Save me a little bit.
Okay. This would be good with some ice cream on top. Warm this up, put some ice cream on top.
I tell you what, if I can get me some decent cherries, I'll make you a homemade pie from scratch. And we could put some Bluebell homemade vanilla on it. I'll do that during one of our future cheat days. How's that sound, baby?
Okay.
I just got to figure out what's the right kind of cherries to use. I can make the crust, no problem. Shucks. And we celebrated Father's Day at my parents' house, and my sister and her husband and their 2 kids showed up. That was pretty cool. I think my niece also likes flashlights, and that's entirely my fault, but I'm very proud of myself. Because she calls the hallway in my parents' house the cave. So she wanted me to come walk in the cave with her, so I did. And she was saying it was dark, so I happened to have this flashlight, which actually this lovely young lady gave me. I had it in my pocket, and I turned it on, and the look on her face was precious and priceless. The look on her face when she saw that, and Holly was like, "Why don't you give it to her?" I'm like, "No, you gave it to me. It means something to me." But my parents had one of those cheap dollar flashlights at the end of the hallway. So I turned it on and I handed it to my niece, and she was playing with that. And well, it's in my blood somewhere to like flashlights.
And she was jumping on the beds.
Yeah. She was jumping on every bed in the house, actually.
All 3 beds there. Seeing 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed.
Yeah, that was funny. I was a little nervous, so I was afraid she'd fall off because my parents' bed is like really high. In fact, I had to lift her up to put her on my parents' bed. And I had to keep telling her, don't go too close to the edge. I don't want you to fall off. But she listened. I'm amazed that she listened. So that was pretty cool. And then her little brother, Vinny.
Doesn't like to be helped by anyone else
but his mother.
Mom and dad.
And however, I had baked some chicken legs with a very special recipe. And he ate some of those chicken legs. And the way he kept demanding that chicken made my day. And also, he hasn't warmed up to me yet because I don't get to see them that much. And I think my niece actually warmed up to you before she warmed up to me. But, scanner. Whatever. I'm trying to figure out what that. I found that frequency in search mode. I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up and run that through some databases to see.
And I always play peekaboo with my niece, Violet, who I call Sweet Pea.
Yeah.
And I'm like, with both hands, peekaboo, and everything.
Yeah, so now she calls you Sweet Pea, too.
Yeah, we have a special bond kind of going on. She doesn't really talk to me, call me Sweet Pea, but...
She saw your picture and said Sweet Pea. Or she saw our wedding picture and she pointed to you and said Sweet Pea. And my mom texted me that. But we live far away from them, so we don't get to see them on the regular. It was disrupting our, so I switched it off. It's whatever company that is tying up the scanner, and it's not coming in clear. So turn the measurable. It's not the measurable thing. It's a blessing. But, Vinny doesn't know me that well yet either, and he only lets his mother and his dad hold him. I tried holding him, and he didn't like that too.
I tried holding him.
How was his reaction to you? He fussed, cried. But anyways, I found one thing that makes him laugh, and it's when I go, that had him laughing, and that had him smiling. The best way I can describe that is he smiled the same way my brother did at that age when I would do something to make him laugh. So that brought back a good memory. He had Devin's smile for sure. That was so funny. So I'm working on it. I'm see them more because they two blessings.
Yeah.
I don't get to see my brother's kid too much because my brother works a lot, so he
and we don't know why the mom won't bring.
I don't know either.
Jay.
I don't know. Let's not go there.
Around.
I don't know. Jake has special needs, so maybe that's why. I really don't know.
Probably.
Let's not press the issue. But
I love Jake.
I do too. Kid's a blessing.
Yeah.
He is. In his own way, he's such a blessing. And I think he likes trains. I just have that sneaking suspicion. Because his dad liked trains. His dad outgrew trains. Actually, that was a thing me and his dad, Devin, kind of bonded over as young children, was we both liked trains, but we both outgrew them. However, I started liking trains again when I learned I could pick them up on the scanner, but Devin never started liking trains again. But I have a sneaking suspicion his son Jake likes them. So
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, y'all can see my shorts on me better.
That's your one of your pairs of modesty shorts. I got you. Or no, I didn't give you those. My adopted sister gave you those, I think.
Yeah.
So I have a biological family and I have an informally adopted family. Uh, and my informally adopted sister, who was basically the bigger sister I never had, gave you those shorts.
Ouch.
You okay?
Yeah, it's my back.
I'm sorry, baby.
That's okay.
Oh, I'm getting a headache. I got a headache coming on. I don't know why.
Okay, let's try reading my almost flawless Tokyo Dream
I'm
Life.
Step out the room and let you do that, okay? Give me a
You
kiss.
can stay in here.
No, I don't. No, I got a headache.
I love you.
I love you too, baby. All right.
September. Chapter 1. Keep your head down, stay quiet, in 10 minutes it will be over. Easy, easy, easy. The boys at the back of the bus chanted. My bad luck of the initials in my name, Ellie Zellerner, made me too easy a target for unoriginal bullies. A sharp pencil hit my neck and then fell to the floor's voice saying, "Damn, I was hoping it would catch inside her spider web for his hair." Ha, the joke was on him. My hair was indeed frizzy, but it was so dirty that anything thrown into it would have no scientific option other than to slide down. The result of the no shower of the 1 shower a week rule. Today was my 16th birthday. While other girls probably wished for a driver's license or a new outfit or a later curfew, all I wanted was to be clean. Sucked for me that this year's birthday fell on a Tuesday. Wednesday was shower day. Of course, foster home number 3 parents were always denied to my social worker that the shower was off limits to me except on Wednesdays. If I had a phone, I could secretly record them talking about it. But why bother? I'll probably be sent to an even worse home. Foster home number 1, lice, and number 2, bed bugs, had been bad enough. But number 3, overlords who were mean and liars, was the worst. I didn't want to know what could happen at number 4. The devil you know is better than one you don't, Mom always told me. Mom was raised in foster care. She would know. She tried for better for me until the car crashed 2 years ago. She succeeded. She had a job. We had a nice small house. There was laughter in our lives, a cat. Then after the car accident, the beast moved in and took over. He wasn't someone I could see or talk to. The beast was addiction. And thanks to that beast, my mom was now in prison. Mom keeping track of time? Did she even remember today was my not so sweet 16? If I had a phone, I knew I see a dozen emails, texts, gifs from Reggie, my best friend from when we both were on the swim team at the Y, wishing me a happy birthday. But he also didn't have a phone and was stuck at a boys' home across the country. Another foster care victim, not victim, he hate that word. I'm a survivor, Reggie would say. His mother had also been in an addict, but she never made it to prison. She died from a fentanyl overdose. Despite my miserable situation, I was incredibly grateful that my mother was alive. I knew how lucky we were that Mom's problem took her to jail rather than a grave. Hey, smell bomb. Turn around when you're dressed by Darius. The latest taunt came from Jacina Zerbrowski, who sat 2 rows behind me on the bus and 2 seats behind me in homeroom. It never failed to comment on my smelly secondhand clothes. The poor kid sitting next to me I don't even know his name. He was some scrawny freshman who looked about 12, slid closer to the window. Smart move. No reason he should be brought down with me. Then he scrunched his nose and said on the down low, there are showers in the gym locker room, little jerk. I knew I was hardly going to further expose myself naked in a public high school locker room. I'd rather smell bad. Anybody hungry for some mixed nugs? A male voice, one of Raymond's friends asked, and the back of the bus group laughed. What a not clever way to speculate about my heritage. My mom was part Irish, German, African American, and Native American, but the shape of my eyes and my cheekbones indicate my biological father was Japanese. I never met him. Didn't even know his name, Mr. Tokyo. Mom called him. He probably married like all of Mom's other boyfriends. Married men were her primary weakness until she was introduced to painkillers. One of these men had been driving the car when they got hit from behind on the beltway. He died. Mom suffered severe spine injuries. That's when the beast took over. I blame the dead married man. An object much larger than a pencil hit the back of my head. I wouldn't have known exactly what it was, except the next one missed my head, grazed my shoulder, and landed on my lap, a bar of soap. A new chant erupted in the back of the bus. Smell bomb, smell bomb. Happy birthday, Ellie Zellner. On my 15th birthday, right before everything went to crap, I celebrated the day by kicking Reggie's ass in the 50-meter freestyle at our YMCA swim team practice, beating him by a solid 2.5 seconds. He would had a cold. It wasn't his best practice, but still, I won. We had dinner at my house after devouring special treat steaks and mashed potatoes. Reggie Mom sang happy birthday to me over a cake from Safeway, and my sweet cat Hufflepuff from Harry Potter licked the icing off my finger. It was probably my last perfect day. One of the last decent days, period. 10 months later, only a few hours after Huff had gone missing, our neighbor delivered his dead body back to me. Mom and the bees had settled into BFF style status by then, and we were living in the grungy apartment we had to move to after Mom sold our perfectly nice little house because she lost her job and needed time to figure out the next thing. The next thing had turned out to be selling drugs on the internet, which brought scary strangers to our apartment on a daily basis. When I was at school one day, Mom, in a drug haze stupor, left the apartment door open after a sale. Hufflepuff wandered out and was hit by a car, could barely breathe. By that time, the beast was so thoroughly in control of Mom's life and mine by extension that crying and blaming wasn't worth the effort. It was amazing how life could go from good to fine to bad to miserable to unbearable so quickly. Each transition seemed so much like the obvious next step for the circumstances that it wasn't until you reached the end of the line that you could see how thoroughly brutal the downward spiral had been. Could it get worse? Of course it could. Probably would, but I had no way out until I turned 18. And that was a long 2 years away. For now, I could only keep my head down and try to survive. Study hard, work my way out and up. The bus came to a stop. It was the best part of my day. When we reached Redmond stop, usually I try to scrunch into an even smaller, unnoticeable form at the front of the bus, but today was different. Suddenly, I had had enough of this particular divine move. I put my foot into the aisle as Raymond passed by me to exit. He tripped hard, banging his head, fumbling to stand back up as the other kids on the bus howled with laughter. He was so mad that I imagined his head surrounded by fireball emojis. The slightest grin I couldn't tamp down probably indicated him further. Before stepping down the stairs to get off, Raymond glanced at me and announced, "Go ahead and laugh easy. You're trash. Nobody gives a shit about you." My heart pounded with shame. His comment burned. Still worth it. It felt incredible, satisfying to end this bus ride with a skunk bang. Hated but legendary. Sometimes when nobody gives you a birthday present, you have to give yourself one. 5 minutes later, the bus turned onto the street where foster home number 3 loomed. The houses were smaller, single-story brick houses like the one I'd grown up in back in the nearby Greenbelt, Maryland. But the street in Greenbelt was a million times nicer, with kids playing on the sidewalk, well-kept lawns, flower gardens, white picket fences, and neighbors who looked out for one another. This block felt like the horror movie version of my old neighborhood, with houses in various states of disarray, front yards filled with dirt and weeds, nasty neighbors who kept big dogs barking behind chain link fences, and broken down cars in the driveways. Foster home number 3 neighborhood felt like Raymond Swagger, angry and mean. Which was probably why the fancy car parked in front of my house seemed like a mirage. It was a black Mercedes sedan with a white gloved chauffeur standing outside the passenger door, seemingly waiting for someone else. Even weirder was the sight of Mabel Anderson, my social worker, who usually arrived for visits in a beat-up old Toyota Corolla. "Baby,
Yeah.
your car's mentioned."
Wait, what?
Toyota Corolla
Oh. All
with
right.
screechy brakes and holes in the seat covers. Standing next to the chauffeur,
I'm
Friday.
glad my car's not in that bad a shape.
Yeah, Friday was supposed to be her visit day, not Tuesday. The kids on the bus moved to the side with the better view, pressing their faces against the windows. Had someone won the lottery? The bus came to a stop, and the driver opened the door. I stepped down to the street spaces. The bus drove off. As I approached Mabel, the chauffeur opened the Mercedes back door, and Mushi Akia emerged from the car. My heart dropped. It was like seeing a ghost from happier times. Uncle Musha, as I call him, has been a friend of Mom's before the bees. When Mom worked at the restaurant where Uncle Misa was a regular, he used to take me swimming or ice skating, depending on the season, and always threw in a trip for a pizza or ice cream after, with no worrying about how much it cost. One time I straight out asked Mom if he was my father. "Oh God, no," was all she said. A couple of years ago, Uncle Misa got posted from the Japanese embassy in Washington D.C. to Geneva, Switzerland.
Geneva.
Geneva, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Genova. I'm sorry, babe.
He sent me postcards regularly, but then Mom sold her house, leaving no forwarding address because of debt collectors. And I stopped hearing from him. "What's going on?" I asked Mabel. "I got news for you," Mabel said. "The gentleman would like to be the one to explain." Uncle Misa approached me and bowed. That's how I knew he was real. He never hugged me when he saw me, like an American uncle would. Well, he always bowed. "You gotten tall," he said, and grinned like nothing terrible had happened since I last seen him. "We're the same height now." "What the hell are you doing here?" I asked. "There's no need to curse," Mabel, who didn't take anyone's shit, especially mine. "Fuck her."
Oh, wow.
From his suit jacket pocket, Uncle Misa took out a blue United States of America's passport wrapped in a silky white ribbon and handed to me. I'm here to take you to live with your father in Tokyo, Japan. Happy birthday. Chapter 2. It seems pretty long. It's only 5 pages long, but I'm going to read that tomorrow.
All right.
I hope everyone had a... Yeah, I know you see a desk in the bedroom now.
That was my computer desk. Now it's my radio desk. My computer's shot, and I don't feel like fixing it.
And the only reason why you see me at this level is because of my bookshelf.
Yeah, is supporting the laptop, or Chromebook, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Well, that's it for tonight. I hope everyone has a good night. I love y'all.
Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe.
Yeah, be blessed and safe. I'm trying not.
Go eat a turkey sandwich from Sheck Snyder's for me.
And I'm trying to make sure I don't fall off the bed.
We gotta fix that. I'm gonna fix that.
Don't worry about it.
No, I got to, baby.
Don't worry about it.
Baby.
You know it's still rolling, right? Don't fight with me.
I'm not fighting with you. No, it's serious. I need to fix it seriously.